What's going on, everybody? This is your boy King Germ, one half of Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Each and every Friday, Queen Germ and myself drop an episode to show the people how Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Now, we're not like most married couples. Most of the time we disagree, but that's the beauty of the show. So, when you get through listening to Sparrows on the Review, come give us a listen. Each and every Friday on any DSP, go look for Pod and Saved Our Marriage.
Sometimes in life, Tyler Perry takes off his Medea outfit and he makes some decent movies. Alex Cross is not one of them. I'm only going to say this movie, and it was one other one, but like I said, I'm not a Tyler Perry fan. And only because Andrew Morgan decided to tell me a whole lot about this movie did I watch it. And what do you got to say about that, Sadie?
So we're talking about Straw, which was released on Netflix June 6, 2025. I saw it on TikTok for the first time, and as soon as I seen it, I knew I wanted to watch it.
And what about you all?
It was kind of the same thing. I mean, it kind of blew up everywhere when it first came out. Like, everybody was talking about it because everybody couldn't believe that Tyler Perry could direct something that was actually not just comedic and hilarious.
I saw it on Netflix, and I was like, I really want to watch this. I don't know why. I just want to watch it.
So you didn't see it on TikTok?
I heard about it, but they said don't watch it because it's going to spoil. So I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it blew up on TikTok the day it came out. So
Right. Now, see, I didn't see a lot of promotion for it before it became popular on TikTok.
Right. It took 7 days to get into my algorithm. Mm-hmm. But one thing I forgot to do, I'm JR.
I'm Stacy.
And this is Sparrows Under Review. And we have two podcasters with us on here today. They can introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about their podcast.
I mean, you better give me a better introduction than that. You're talking to God's greatest creation, the greatest podcaster on the planet himself, Mr. Perfection, Lakota Carter, host of the Main Event Mafia podcast that we do every Saturday. It goes up on Mondays, though, a professional wrestling podcast where we debate and pretty much get into arguments whenever JR's on there because, you know.
We all have different opinions.
And you pretty much just tag along with me, kind of like JR does with this show. I mean, he's a co-host, but we all know who the real star is.
Thank you.
So I think Lakota meant to pass it along to his talent that's with him and have her introduce herself and tell us a little bit about why she's on a wrestling podcast.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. Introduce yourself and tell them why you were into the podcast world.
I've seen you do it, and I kind of want to get into it.
Well, hold on. Huh? What's your name?
Oh, my name's Avonna.
Okay. And who are you to me?
Your wife.
Okay, thank you. All right, now continue with where you were going with that.
Okay, I've seen you do it, and I kind of want to do it with you. It seems fun, and you're very interested in it.
But what got you into wrestling podcasts? Because I'm constantly obsessed, and that's the only thing that's on our TV, unless you yell at me.
Well, I didn't like wrestling from the beginning. I didn't. It annoyed me, but then I actually started watching it, and I really liked it. Now I'm noticing more stuff than I never did.
So one day we're going to have a couples podcast between you two, just you all talking about life, right?
So I was actually going to do, because we watch a lot of movies just like you guys.
Yeah.
I was actually going to do like a parody of this show because it's so interesting because you guys have so many different takes. Like Stacey, I don't know why you like Morbius for. I don't know what. Huh? She likes Morbius. And you like Morbius too, didn't you? It was.
We all should review that one day together.
It was not.
It was good.
Jared Leto should never be able to touch a superhero movie ever again.
Bro, it's like that Madam Web movie.
I liked it.
I never finished Madam Web. It's like Madam Web.
No. I'm not watching
don't finish that. You didn't miss nothing. You all right.
Yeah, bro, look, we started it, and I was like, oh, it's the girl from 50 Shades of Grey. Let me give her a chance. And I watched a little bit longer, and then I seen that weird black Spider-Man. I'm like, oh, they done made an off-brand Spider-Man, a Magic Mark Spider-Man. And then I'm like, oh, they're doing too much time travel. This ain't related to the real Marvel universe. This is the Spider-Man universe. So let me just turn this off. And that's only 6 minutes into the movie.
Yeah, and the only good thing about that movie, and I'll say this before we continue with Straw, because Straw's got a whole conversation on its own.
Mm-hmm.
But the only good thing about that movie was the villain.
Okay.
He was very interesting.
I refuse to watch it.
Yeah, she's not a big Marvel head anyway. Like I had to force her to sit down and watch all through
I
Avengers
liked
the
Marvel
Endgame.
at that time, and I love it now. But I'm just saying I don't want to watch it
If it don't have Spider-Man in it.
It wasn't going to be good. I knew it wasn't.
No.
So I'm not wasting my time.
Yeah,
Well, that's like me with the July 1st Thunderbolts comes out on streaming, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Already?
Yeah, my point.
Damn.
It's getting shorter and shorter. If you guys start doing this type of thing, you'll realize that the release to streaming from theaters is very fast.
Right, and some movies only get like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's why we stopped going to the movie theater. You know, we have a certain way we hook up everything, and I have to talk to you about that behind the scenes. But doing it that way, you just watch them, no problem. Save money, have a good time. Make sure you get good popcorn and good seasoning. We don't have a sponsor for seasoning yet, but we'll figure that out later.
Hit up Dano's.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Do they do popcorn seasoning?
No, but I'm sure you can put it on anything. Yum yum get you.
It's delicious.
I love like the little different flavors you get at some of the theaters. They have it at Walmart.
Yeah.
I love those.
And they got like a owl thing for it now, so whatever.
Yeah.
But now let's take a deep dive into this movie because this is what we do. First thing I want to say about this movie, Tyler Perry. I'm older than everybody else. I'm like 75. Tyler Perry, when I was growing up, like when I was 15, 16, 18, when y'all were just born in 2000.
Damn.
And like y'all weren't even born in 2000. But in 2000, the crazy thing about Tyler Perry was he was doing plays of Medea.
Oh, yeah.
Across the United States. Like,
oh, yeah.
He even came to Charleston and different places. And if it wasn't for the success of the plays, like he actually was out there acting, doing all that crazy stuff, like night after night. It was kind of like he was a professional wrestler or a carny or something. He basically got all his success behind that. So I'm like, you know, he did one serious movie, and it was based off a book called Alex Cross. And I didn't read the book, but I watched 5 minutes of the movie, and it only takes me 5 minutes to decide if I need to watch it or go to sleep. And I went to sleep. And the rest of his movies are kind of like, they're like family oriented, and they're usually based around something with black people. And my thing is like this movie, I'm gonna tell y'all ahead of time. What I liked about it is even though it was a black woman, they didn't make it racist. And I mean, the group was majority black. I mean, I guess they were just trying to give them jobs and everything, which I'm fine with that with any race. But it was like anybody can watch this movie and
feel her struggles.
Yeah, but you know, your mom or somebody in your family has had that struggle somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not the thing with the blicky, but everything else. So go ahead, y'all two, give us y'all's initial take when y'all first watched this movie. And we all got to be on agreement. At least me and Lakota can say this. Andrew pushed this movie down our throats.
Oh, he did. It was like it was like the newest drug on the streets, and he was just trying to force feed it to us guys. He was like,
And when he's telling me straw, I'm thinking it's cocaine. Why is it blurring out?
Because can you go flip the fan on? Because
yes, look, I'm sounding like a ham.
Anyway, so if you guys want to go ahead with your initial take, and then we'll go into the details and ruin the movie for everybody that didn't pay attention.
Yeah. And if you haven't, it's on Netflix. Go find it. But my initial thought was this movie is just a mind fuck. Okay. Oh, can I cuss on here?
Yeah. A little good fuck.
Okay. This movie is an initial mind fuck because the way it starts out, it's just a mom and she's doing her mom thing. And then as it progresses throughout the day, before they get to the big reveal at the end, I think you start seeing her slowly starting to see these struggles that she has with her paying her bills and everything else. And it really hit home with me because I lost my mom and I had both parents in my life, but I know both my parents had those struggles. So as an adult now looking at it as a 20-year-old person who has to figure out how he's going to pay his own bills and stuff, it really hit home with me because I know that my parents have been through that. Mm-hmm. And I will say this. I don't know the person who played the main character's name because I didn't look it up before this.
She's in
Taraji P. Henson.
Yes. She is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she is so good.
She was on this TV show called Empire. Mm-hmm. I used to watch, and then
I love that show. I love it.
Yeah, and what was the movie she made? It was about ladies from West Virginia. Something about numbers.
Oh, it was. Oh, what one?
So it's a good
It
tie-
was Hidden Figures.
Hitting figures, yeah, and that was a good tie-in
Yeah,
because
they worked for this. They worked for what? They worked for? Was it the space station or
Yeah,
the
NASA.
government
They
or
were
something
from-
like
they were
that?
from Virginia.
Yeah.
The people, the ladies were, so that was pretty good tie-in there because we always try to tie in something from West Virginia once a while. Every quarter. Oh, and one thing I do want to do is please everybody, whatever your religious beliefs are, please keep a prayer out there for those people in northern West Virginia. I seen that flood in Fairmont at that apartment. I ain't never seen that like that.
No, it's awful, and every thoughts go out to them.
Yeah.
So,
But back onto a somber note.
No, we need to let Lakota finish.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Lakota.
Yeah, they're
well, I was blown away because the initial twist of this movie is like, you think it's just going to be a typical Tyler Perry movie, right? Where it's most of his movies have black people in them, right?
Yes.
But then as I was watching it, I was like, this isn't just a typical Tyler Perry movie because this could be related to if you're purple, black, white, it don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And I initially thought, well, this is just going to be another sad Tyler Perry movie about, a black mother, because 90% of them are. And then we got to the scene where she's asking for her check.
And that's when it gets gangster.
Yeah, the bank robbery, or the not bank robbery, but the robbery of the store happens. And I was like, no way. Because, I'm a wrestling fan, right? So I could feel it coming. I was like, something's about to happen.
Yeah, something big.
And then it happened, and I literally was like, oh, my God. And it just progressively got more crazy after that. But I really enjoyed it. What was your initial?
As I said, I thought it was going to be, I don't know, about some woman, some black woman that just.
Can you put the mic between the two of you?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, just so she gets a little better.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, yep.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
As he said, I thought it was just going to be a typical movie, just like all those other movies. But I was blown away. At the end, I was like, I didn't see this coming at all.
No.
I didn't either. I was
I felt
surprised
so
at the
bad for
ending.
her.
Yeah.
It showed me that he can actually direct a movie and not just be a
Yes.
comedy guy.
Yep.
Right. It made me want Netflix to give him another. What's the budget on the movie? Like $60 million.
It doesn't say.
Oh, don't say.
Nope.
Well, Netflix ain't gonna disclose numbers. I need Netflix to give him an option for 2 more movies. Don't want him to be funny. I need him to do something silly. Y'all are younger than me, and I'm gonna always point that out. I need him to recreate the movie Speed. If you've never seen Speed,
Is that the one with the bus?
Yeah.
And the bomb?
if he could recreate that and he could put like 10 black people, 10 white people, and we need some Arabs on that bus because they're gonna put a new bomb on, like one of the bombs that they. Not saying the Arabs make bombs, but
I thought that's where you were going with that.
I feel like you're being a little judgmental on specific people.
well, let's have 10 people.
Yeah. So we get a lot of our information from Wikipedia. A lot of the listeners know that. So it got really mixed reviews. Rotten Tomatoes, 50% of critics, or 50% of 20 critics' reviews are positive. So that means 10 people liked it, 10 people didn't. And then it said a score of 56 out of 100 based on 7 critics indicating mixed or average reviews. So I was like, I wonder if they didn't like it because they never had to go through any of that type of struggle, or if they just are weird people and they didn't like it.
I don't know. Maybe it had, because it had a lot of dark undertones. It dealt with a lot of mental disorder, and maybe that was a turnoff for people.
And a lot of people
because I know
don't
that
understand it.
Yeah, I know that's a big turnoff for people. That's why, not to bring wrestling into the show again, but that's why people aren't understanding this R-Truth character with Ron Killings right now. So people are very uncomfortable with the fact that I think that's what it was. I think people aren't used to seeing that type of stuff unless it's just in a book or something else.
Well,
so when they're seeing it, They're like, I don't know how to feel about this.
Most people don't understand stuff like that. They don't talk about it at all.
No, it's not talked about as it should be.
No.
So when you
People-
bring it to a general audience, I think that might be where it lacks.
Yeah, people should talk about it more, and people should know about it more to understand
But
it.
like you said, it could be that they ain't never had to do those struggles, and
Right. I agree with you there. Yeah.
I'm having to direct people my bags.
Right, you're good.
It's cool.
And I like that part too. Like if you've never experienced any type of struggle, you're living in a clouded or a protected world or universe or whatever. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that type of thing because they've never had to witness it or anything like that.
Now, me personally, I'm sorry I took a bite of pizza.
You're gonna have to stop.
eggs.
You talk
Big bag bitch.
right. He talks too much to be eating. I would, or you guys, you're fine to do whatever, but he can't talk with his mouth full.
All right, so here it goes. I think it all depends. And this is weird with movies and television. It depends on what time I sit down and watch it. Today's Saturday. It's like 2:30. I would not take my hard-earned Saturday to watch this.
Why?
It
You take your hard-earned Saturdays to watch pay-per-views.
Exactly.
But hold on, I'm getting to the point. All right. This is something that I
He
could
takes a while to get to
No,
points.
this is something I could come home on a Wednesday when nothing's really going on and nothing's good on TV. That's a wrestling tie-in, if you don't get it. He gets it. And
Anyways.
Wednesday between 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock, I could watch this and be fine. Thursday, you got Grey's Anatomy. Tuesday, there's stellar wrestling. Monday, there's stellar wrestling. Friday, decent wrestling. But this movie as a whole, it's something that you want to sit down with somebody that is conscious of mental health issues or somebody that's done some research on it before you sit down and watch it. This is not a movie you go watch blindly.
No.
Because if you watch it blindly,
No.
you might turn it off. That's it. That was
You
my
just-
point. That you just can't watch it blindly. You have to.
No.
You got to hype you up. You got to hype those things.
Well, I mean, I seen snippets of it on TikTok. I mean, because they didn't promote it anywhere else, and it
No.
was people recommending it on TikTok. So I seen a few snippets of it, and I knew I wanted to watch it. I'd give up my Saturday to rewatch it.
You rewatch it with your
I
mom.
would rewatch it with anybody.
So after this podcast, you'll rewatch it.
No, because I'm busy.
Well,
Whoa.
overall, we have a fake rating system for this. This movie will be what I consider, like I said on the first show, this will be something that'll stay in my Netflix catalog. Like I tell a couple like you two, hey, go watch this movie. But when I tell you watch it with your mother and father, no.
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 But I tell you to tell them to watch it when they have time. Or, vice versa. If it's, on or something, she's lonely and she's at home, I'm going to tell her to watch that shit so she can fix her life and get everything right that she needs to.
I mean, it's not that deep, but
I mean,
but it is good if you're struggling with this type of situation to maybe think, dang, like this is my life. Let me not let it get that bad. So let me go get the help I need type of situation.
yeah.
And if you don't have that type of situation, maybe you know somebody that is in that type of situation, so you can reach out and help them.
So on that note, I want to add this in there. If you do think that you need help, and we are not sponsored by BetterHelp.com, BetterHelp.com can sponsor any of these podcasts at any time. We don't mind working with you. Go to BetterHelp.com and get some help.
It helps.
Or if you need it in person, go to a doctor.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of avenues when you're ready for the help.
Or have friends that live at least 70 to 100 miles away from you and talk to them and make some good internet friends. Because sometimes the idea of the internet and having people far away from you are better than someone that's next to you.
Right. So on that note, let's ruin the movie.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So we get the first scene is how do you say her name?
Janaya.
Janaya walking out of the hospital carrying her daughter in a blanket from home.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's waking her up to get her ready for school, giving her a bath and all of that stuff. So what was your initial reaction to seeing that?
Well, I just thought it was a typical time jump, because you see that a lot in movies.
Yeah.
Right.
So I just thought it was a typical time jump. That's all I thought it was.
Yeah,
You didn't have no suspicions around.
I didn't know. It was just the next day or the next week. I don't know.
Okay, so we'll jump into what we were talking about before we started the show, closer to the end, because I want to kind of build the suspense, sort of. Do you remember the next part? You want to go?
No, I don't remember.
Of course.
I've watched too much shit this week. All I know is when that happened, I took my hat and tipped that shit up, and I was like, there's more to this movie.
So so when she's leaving, she knows she's struggling to pay her rent, and there's this guy that always asks for money. So she gives him what little change she has left. I think there's a part in there about her landlord basically being like, "Oh, you can give out change, but you can't pay your rent." Type of thing.
Yeah, that's what the landlord said.
And then she goes to work.
Yep.
And then she has to leave work, right? Because
Well, she drops her off at school first and then goes to work.
Right. And then, because this is the part where this guy was trying to buy stuff on his WIC card. And she told him, like, you can't buy these items. I assume in their interpretation of this show, the WIC card is kind of like a debit card. So you could buy cigarettes, alcohol, stuff that doesn't go on it. So I'm assuming that's their interpretation of it. And because, like, we were at Walmart one time, remember? And they had to keep taking stuff off and putting stuff back on because of that one lady's food stamp card was weird. So I think that's their interpretation of that type of thing.
Yeah, because normally WIC is women, infants, and children, and that's
right.
Like, formula for babies, milk. It's nothing but healthy stuff. It has nothing. Yeah, and then like with the food stamp situation, just going into a little detail. Certain states had put in those things where you can't get sugar and different things like that. Now, back in the day when I was a young boy,
like energy drinks should never be allowed on that, in my opinion. Y'all are allowed to your own opinion, but that's me.
But the thing is, like, back in the day, they used to take the food stamps and exchange it for money because it was just paper. Like, you could just get your cash.
Yep.
I could go buy a pack of gum and get money back.
Okay.
So people would do that, or you had some universal thugs that would sell it for $1, a half on $1.
See, I always remember the money, but say you gave them $20 worth of stamps and your bill was $19.50, you just lose that 50 cents.
Oh no, where I'm from, you got the whole money back.
No.
They would run it because somebody with $500 worth of food stamps.
Yeah, those are more topics that I don't want to get into because it's a little too political. Can you move over here and stop?
I was trying to get it.
Yeah, you blurry face bitch. Move over.
I was just trying to eat a little.
No, I don't care. It's getting blurry and it's kind of stressing me, which I know we don't do video on this podcast episode, but I keep looking over there and you're blurry and I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong
That
with
shit was
you?
trying to censor me while I eat.
I don't care. You don't need to eat.
All right.
You should have done that before we started the show.
All right. Well, getting back to the show. Sorry, audience, and I guess.
It happens. I like to pick and.
So yeah, because the dude and his woman, like, they kind of were all gangster. They were all mad and shit. I thought they were gonna come back in and shoot the place up or do something. I thought they would have more to do with the story.
Like
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because he threw a glass bottle at her, and her mom got mad and made her clean it up, and they got into whatever.
Yeah, his
in the
old
back.
ass was hateful as hell.
Yep.
Shit.
And then she supposedly gets a call from her daughter's school, and she has to come in and pay for her because I don't know.
She didn't pay for the school lunch, which is crazy because
$40.
$40.
Right.
Everybody got, where I'm from, you got reduced lunch if you had to. Kids got free lunch, and then at some point during something happened in Virginia, everybody gets free lunch where I'm from.
Right.
The only thing you pay for is extra shit.
So, like, I think in the beginning she was talking to her mom about the kids picking on her because she didn't want to go to school over not being able to get lunch. So the phone call is the school witness that she had injuries on her. And in the beginning, that's why her mom wouldn't let her bathe herself because she had a seizure and fell in the bathtub. So she had all those bruises on her. and then where the school called her and told her that, that's when it jumps into CPS coming and taking the daughter away from her. So that's rolls everything into motion with that.
Yeah, it all happened in very quick succession. It was one thing after another.
Yeah, it was fast. And like I think that could be triggering for some people because, things happen in life and, people go through foster systems. So like, I get what y'all were saying earlier. Like it's some things that are not cringy, but they're triggers. And that could be a trigger for somebody because, somebody's gone through that in life. We all know somebody.
Right.
And, it didn't dive into the foster care system or anything like that, but that, someone that could be in that or have been in that, it could be traumatic for them, that quick.
Yep. So on our way back to work, she accidentally cuts off a police officer. And that's where all of that cycles into the end too. Like, I love the fact that everything makes sense. Like this event led to this event, which led to this event and this one. And then at the end, it all kind of became a revolving circle. And the officer said he was going to kill her, basically.
He would find a legal way to kill her.
Find a legal way to kill her,
Yeah, because he did bop that car hard as hell.
Yep, so the next part...
He spun her out.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's crazy how the female cop kind of just like brushed it to the side.
Well,
she was like...
You have that because, she is let's just say she's a regular officer. I think he was a detective.
Yeah.
Regular officers have a fear for detectives sometimes because, they're like, oh, they can cost me my job. They can get me fired, any of that stuff.
So what y'all think about that little scenario?
Well, I will say that police officer is a bitch.
Yes.
I hate that motherfucker. Let me tell y'all something.
He's a dick.
But I thought it was very unique because, you don't see that a lot in media since, I'm not going to say what movement, but since the movement happened. You don't see a lot of, police on African-American disputes, especially in movies. Right. So that really caught me off guard.
Yeah.
And I was really pissed off because the first thing I thought about was him because he's my only black friend. And so I was like, man, if somebody did that to my dog, I'm going to fuck you up. Like, I don't care if you're a man, woman, child, everybody's going to fuck
you up.
My immediate thought. And I was like, I don't blame her for being terrified because he was wholeheartedly serious.
He was serious about, I will kill you.
Right. And so then
crazy.
She gets back to work, and who wants to tell that part? I feel like I'm doing a lot of the explaining.
Yeah, y'all can talk.
After she got back from the school and everything, right?
Yeah, after she got back to school.
Okay.
Or got back from school and got to work.
Yeah, so basically she walks in there and her boss is like, take the next register because she's like, I can get you. And he starts bitching her out. I don't know his name either, but he's in a lot of shit too. And it's been aggravating me since I watched this movie. It pisses me off. But he starts bitching her out. And then she's just like, they're in his office, obviously, because he's a little bit professional. He doesn't want to do it in front of people. She's just like, I need my check. And he's like, I ain't giving you shit.
I don't remember who the boss was. Let me see.
I remember who he is because he is in a lot of movies and he did voiceover in some game I play. But it's whatever the game was. I want to say it was Grand Theft Auto 5. He's a voice in it, but I might be wrong.
But yeah, so he takes her in the back office and she's just like, I need my check. I need my check. So they're arguing for a minute. And then these two thugs basically walk in there and are like, oh, you guys sell black and milds here? And I was like, oh, this ain't going to end well.
Nope.
Because why would you go back in the back office and ask that? You should be in the front.
So real quick, the reason why he wouldn't give her check is because she had been fired.
Yeah, he
said, I don't have to give you your check. It'll be in the mail.
Yeah.
Because when you were fired, we mail your last and final paycheck to you.
She couldn't wait that long. That's the thing. She said she couldn't wait that long.
Right. And he wasn't comprehending it.
No,
he was being a dickhead.
Anything. Right.
He wanted her out, basically. He didn't want to see her.
Do you want to show off they can't see you, but if you want to show JR your chicken wing, Dad, he keeps walking back and forth here.
Your chicken wing.
You can show him off. You can show JR your chicken wing if you would like. Look at that.
Turn around. Come on. Show it.
Want me to show them what a size 10 up your honey looks like?
No, but you look like me now. You look like me now. That's all.
Hey. Fudge round. Nobody's talking to you.
Okay.
Dang. Star Crunch.
He loves me. You love me.
The biggest heel in the business. It is burning up in here. Open
It
those
is
windows.
hot.
I see the similarities.
No.
No.
Yeah, wait till I hold on. Real quick.
Wait till you put your glasses on.
We'll put the podcast on pause for a second
Yes.
and just hold on.
Look out.
Yep.
It's scary.
There's no denying you, no matter
No.
how much he would want to.
He can deny them other ugly son of a bitches, but he can't deny me.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But she gets fired. That's why he doesn't want to give her the check.
Yeah.
He's being a little bitch about it.
Right.
And then the robbery happens. And then in the middle of the robbery, she ends up like, no, I need this for my baby, because he's like putting the money on the counter.
Mhm.
So she ends up like getting in a struggle with the guy and shoots him.
And she didn't mean
The other one runs off, and then her former boss, is like, you set this up because you needed the money. Da, 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 da,
Yeah,
da.
he's like, you're going to jail and all
And
that.
she just straight up says, pop.
No.
Just shoot.
It was 2 shots, bro. It was pow pow.
Oh, too,
They
yeah.
wanted her daughter's backpack
Purse and all
that had that robot thing in it.
Yeah.
So that's important in the future. She's carrying around this little backpack that has a homemade built item that her and her daughter did together, and they worked
Or a
hard.
science fair.
Yeah, science fair project.
Yeah. But she got them 2 shots off. If it had been 1, I would have been fine. You know,
Yeah, but
hit you with
2.
1, I might let you survive. But he was talking real reckless. And once again, and we know
It was accusing her of staging the robbery because she was so obsessed with getting her check.
right, and you know
Yeah.
what happens to people that
She
write
was
checks
so
they can't
desperate.
cash.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
she
Yep.
took it upon herself, and I'm like, 2 shots, he's gone. Because when he slumped over, I was like, damn.
Right.
Damn.
Yep. So she goes to the bank. She convinces the guard to let her in. At this time, you have the one dead robber and the dead boss. She takes the gun with her.
Which made no sense to me.
Right. I don't.
Yeah, why
To
did
me, I feel like she didn't realize that she just threw everything in her bag.
Yeah, I think she was in shock of what she done, and she just had to get out there.
Well, I don't know
Right.
if it's that, because, I mean, not to
mean-
skip ahead, but she pulled the gun out at the bank.
Right. Well, a reaction, I think, is
So-
how it made me feel. Because, like,
I
she
know.
was digging through her purse and she took it out and laid it on the counter, I think, while she was
Yeah.
still digging for her check. So I
Yeah, I
think
don't
she was
think
just
she
taking stuff
realized.
out of her purse.
Yeah.
And then the teller seen it and hit the silent alarm. And
Yeah.
he set her daughter's backpack up there. So it looked like she had a gun and a bomb and she was going to rob the bank.
Mm-hmm.
The thing was beeping and everything. Which,
Yeah,
You know,
so
you
Yep.
can't blame them for it. I mean, I would think
Right,
the same
they-
thing.
the same thing if I
Right.
was them.
Right. And if they would have just cashed her check to begin with,
wouldn't-
None of this shit would have happened.
No.
Yeah.
right. They were
I
I was
giving her
saying
heart.
that the whole movie. I was like, just cash the fucking check. All this
Right.
would go away.
Right.
Just
She's
do that
sitting there
check.
explaining why she needs it cashed. Like, people, there are people out there that are struggling every day to pay their rent. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that have eviction notices and they're living paycheck to paycheck. And as soon as they get paid, their money's gone because
Yeah, 'cause
you
they
have that much to give out.
You have so much to do, so it's all going to be gone in one sitting.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to do my take real quick.
Yes.
She took the gun because it was a murder weapon. She left with it because she knew that she was going to the bank. She knew she would have had some struggle, which in my case,
I
you
don't
know,
know.
she was under some type of distress because I would have just took the money that they had.
That's
Yeah,
why I
but
would
she didn't want to rob them.
Right.
She just
No.
needed her paycheck so she could pay her for her daughter's lunch.
Well, I
That's
would have
all
2
she
weeks worth of my
wanted.
paycheck while I see all that
But
money.
you're a bad person.
Well,
Yeah, you're a heel. You're a heel.
I would have got 2 weeks worth of
There-
pay, and then I would have went to the bank.
In
No,
this movie, she is not a bad person in this movie.
no. So she's not going to do that.
Right.
She just wanted her
has a-
check.
Yeah, she has a severe mental illness that we'll learn about here in the next few minutes. But
Oh.
that was not her intention. And you
No.
could hear her repeatedly say, "I'm not robbing you. I just want my money from my check."
That's
Yeah.
all I want.
Said that so much that it was crazy. Like, she wasn't.
Oh, I'm just telling you what I would
She
have.
was,
I
but
got the blicky, got the money,
Well-
went to the bank. When they gave me trouble, I would have. Oh, that's what it. Oh, never mind. I went into something else
Nope.
about the gun.
yeah, but that somebody tried to take it from her and it went off. She didn't shoot at anybody.
Right. It
No.
wouldn't have been none of that because we
Right.
had the security guard would have been dancing.
Right. So, and then the bank manager recognizes her because she had been in there a few times,
Yeah.
and she was the saving grace to this lady. She basically saved her
she was.
life
She
and kept
saved
her
everyone.
in control.
Now, did she get the $40? She got the $40 from the bank earlier that morning, right?
No,
No.
because she
No.
She
had
was going to the bank to get the
$47.
$40 in her check. She didn't have it yet.
She
Right,
didn't
that
get
was earlier.
it.
She
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she had $47 in her checkings account, and the lady told her that she couldn't withdraw money out of her checkings account because there was a required minimum limit.
It's
Yeah.
just, the bank's the problem too.
Right.
So I got it. Never mind. Yeah, we can go on with that because the bank already done made me mad.
Yep. So, and then the cops basically call in and are talking to her, trying to negotiate with her. There's this one officer that became basically a crutch to her. So
It was her voice of reason is what I would.
Yeah, voice
Yeah, that's
of
the one.
reason.
Yep. And so that was the only one she would talk to
Right.
and wanted to deal with. And then here comes the FBI. And of course, all this stuff is on the news. She sees it on the news. She eventually starts hearing a crowd of people out there that's supporting her, wants to encourage her, wants to help her, all of that stuff. She lets some of the hostages at this point away. Because in her mind, they weren't hostages, they were just in there, I think.
Well,
Yeah.
one thing that was comedic relief for me was the old people, the elderly couple in there just left.
Right.
I
Yeah,
did
they just-
that because they just left. Like, fuck this.
They was like- They said, "I'm not doing this," and they just walked out.
And they were white too. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They was white. They already knew
Yeah.
what was about to happen.
Yeah,
just
they
said-
left.
I found that funny because I was like, damn. He did put a little comedy in there in a tense situation like that. And I'm like, why in the hell did he do that? And then I look back and I'm like, that's genius. Because that one part we all related to, everybody smiled when we were talking about it. So I was like, that's the effect of Tyler Perry now.
Yeah.
A genius at that one. So we go further into the movie. Hostages are released. The bank manager's consoling her to be her friend and stuff. Probably because she don't want to die.
Right. And then she sees the officer that threatened to kill her on the TV.
Mhm.
And she refuses to come out.
Yeah, because he don't want him to kill
Because she
her.
don't want to get shot.
No, she
Right.
don't want to get shot.
Right. He was going to find a legal way to kill her.
Yep.
Yep.
And he had it.
And it takes a while for Detective Raymond to find him, but eventually she finds him, goes up to him, punches him in the
Cocks the
face.
shit out of him.
I think that was my favorite part. That is the clip that I was seeing on TikTok the most. Coming up and punching him in the face.
Okay, I never seen that.
Yeah, I enjoyed that too much. And then she lets everybody go, and finally she comes to come out. They throw in tear gas, and she gets shot.
Yo, that was like that same shit with Twilight back in the day when I thought all the motherfuckers were vampires. Have y'all seen Twilight?
Absolutely. Who hasn't?
But you remember that
He
scene?
hadn't until recently.
Yeah, I hadn't seen
What
it.
the fuck?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just seen Harry Potter and this in the last 2 or 3 years.
I don't like Harry Potter.
He's
I love it.
I love Harry Potter.
I have the books.
Mhm.
Well, anyway, we get a deep fake.
Well, we weren't into that yet.
Oh, all right.
So, what was your reaction when you saw her die?
I kind of, because I don't want to spoil the ending, but I will say this. I called everything that happened when she was starting to zone out the voices and it was ringing in her head. I don't know if it's where I've watched so much wrestling and so much Bray Wyatt content that I already know what was about to happen. But I was like, yeah, something's not right here.
Right.
There's a puzzle piece missing. And so I kind of fit the puzzle piece together that it was kind of not real
Okay.
in a sense. I think that's maybe what her figment of her imagination thought was
So-
going to happen to her.
Right.
My question is, like, did she actually get shot, or was
No.
she imagining that?
No, it was all
It
in her
was
head.
fake. It was in her head.
Okay, so
Yep.
But that's what her fear of that officer created was that scenario
That
for
makes
her.
sense.
Right.
Right.
I got pissed off because I was like, damn, this how the movie's going to end?
Yeah, I
Tyler
was like-
Perry's a gangster
Don't
now?
do that.
For a second, I was
guess.
really mad.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, it's fine.
Yep. And then it's started over, and everything starts to slowly fall into place.
And that's one thing that we all had a mix up on about the child.
Right. So what we were talking about before it started is that beginning scene where she's walking out of the hospital. It shows a flashback to where there is no child in her arms, and it's just the blanket, because she received a phone call for verification from some family member and said that she died. She had
It was her mother.
Okay, yeah.
It said she had died last night. That's what
Yep.
confused me.
Right, she had a
Did she
seizure at that
just-
last night.
Yeah, did she die the night before all of this happened?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or has she?
That's okay. So that's what I was trying to say in the
Yep.
beginning was that she did have a kid,
Yes, but
but she was living out what she wanted her life to be with her daughter, but she never got the
Well-
opportunity to
Well,
because she had died.
It was kind of like a continuation from the previous day.
Mhm.
Like she knew that she had taken her to the hospital.
Yeah.
And this is my interpretation of it. I have no connections with Mr. Tyler Perry, so I don't know where his mind was going with it. But it's my interpretation of it that she took her daughter to the hospital because she had a seizure and she just never got to bring her home.
Yeah.
Her walking out with that blanket was the start of her psychosis.
yeah,
You know, she
Psychosis.
had her daughter, and it shows you everything. She's
broke
bathing
her.
nothing. Yep.
it broke
Which-
her.
You can't blame her.
No,
No.
I-
But the thing is, like, for me, like, wouldn't she already have, like, psychosis symptoms? Like, her working in a grocery store.
yeah.
You'd think her childhood, maybe she's been, to psychiatrist. So psychosis, for me, did it just develop for her right off the bat after she lost her daughter? Or was
Traumatic
it an
event.
underlying-
Yeah. That's what I think, and how I interpret it is that it was so
think-
dramatic on her. She didn't want to admit that her daughter died, so she went through that next day just
Yeah.
hating her daughter and how she
Yeah.
feels about it.
That's how I just.
Yeah, that's
She already
that's
had
what-
it, but when that happened, I guess it just
Mhm.
full blown.
The grief.
Yeah.
Stop it.
The
Yeah.
grief. She was going through grief, and she
Yeah.
played out the whole day like she was alive.
Right.
And
It's-
it was crazy.
yep.
It
Yeah.
was one of the best twists in a movie. I will put it up
I
here, and JR's
love
getting ready to go,
it.
what the hell are you talking about? It is one of the best twists in a movie I have ever seen.
Right.
It is.
So there are a few things we
Jesus.
did get clarification on, but there's a few things we didn't get clarification on. So first, we know she didn't bring her home from the hospital.
No.
She didn't bathe her. She was sitting there not bathing her. She wasn't in bed laying beside of her.
No.
She didn't receive that call from the school. The CPS thing never happened with them taking her away. She never got shot.
Nope.
So my question is, did she run that officer off of the road? Or did she imagine that part?
I think
Never
she
got
did.
clarification on that.
I think she did because why would she be so like terrified of him? You know what I mean? I mean, I know she could have created that in her
Right.
mind,
I
but
mean, you don't
why would the officer be there in person
know. Mhm.
if he's a figment of her imagination and none of that ever happened?
Because of what she thought he said to her. If I'm an officer and I
Oh.
said that to
Yeah.
somebody and I see her on the news, I'm going to show up
Yeah.
because this is my
I'm gonna
chance.
show up.
Yep. And because we know the whole town where they were standing behind her, that was all fake too. That was all in her head.
Yep.
But we don't know about the officer, and we don't know about her boss. Were the robbers actually in there?
I don't know.
And
I
then
don't
did she
know.
really shoot her boss? Those are the three things that I didn't get the clarification on.
I mean, I feel like she did because she had that. She was a murderer, a killer
Right,
by then.
but so were they robbed, or did she have the gun already and she shot him?
In the great word
mean-
Tupac, I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
It could be both. It could be, well, she was going crazy. She could deal with it, and she just did it.
Right.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah,
boss,
know.
I think that to
Don't
me
know.
that's probably what happened.
and the boss is an antagonist in this thing. Like he
Right.
was a thug the whole time. He never had any sympathy.
But was she imagining that, and that's how he really was, or was she imagining that, or was that how he really was?
I mean,
We don't know that.
They didn't do no
answer.
flashback of him giving her a hug when her daughter died or nothing.
Right.
He was all in the thing.
Right, I understand that, but that, like I said, that's the clarification that I would like to have at some point, because I want to know what happened if that part was real.
Okay. So at the end of this show, what we like to do is give everybody's final thought on it. Like, is this something you would watch again? Is this something you would spread around to some friends, or is this something that you would just, if it ever came out on DVD or VHS, burn up and throw in the woods? Well, not we don't need any forest fires, but
Right. So let's start with Aviana. What do you think?
even though she didn't ever get introduced on the show,
Yes, she did. She said her name.
she said it real fast. She was like, "Hey, y'all."
Okay. No one judges you for how
She's
fast
new to
you talk?
this. She's new to this. Okay,
Yeah.
she's doing the best she can over here.
Hey, I'm,
Mr. Living Legend himself. Go
I'm
ahead.
talking, okay? So that's good.
Yeah, we got you.
I'm talking.
There you go.
I would definitely watch it again, and I would warn someone. This will mess with your mind, so be prepared. But it's really
Okay.
good.
Okay. Lakota?
Would I watch it again? Yeah, but I don't think I would have the same experience with it
Right.
the
No.
first time around. Because I'm a conspiracy theorist. I'm not a Kevin, but I'm a conspiracy theorist. So if I'm watching the movie again, I'm gonna pause it at like 0.2 seconds and try to figure out every frame
Yeah,
and see if
that's
there was
how we
anything
both
that I
are.
missed.
Right.
It was honestly probably one of the most surprising movies of the year for me so far, just because it was so out of left field.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because he's usually the guy who dresses up as a woman and beats the shit out of people.
All that stuff.
That's what he does. That's his gimmick.
Right.
And then he brings this into the world, which in my opinion is one of the best mental health movies ever
Oh,
told.
That's one of
Like,
his
it was
best
really
movies.
good. Really good, really
And,
well done. The cop, Detective Raymond,
Mm-hmm.
I want her to play Storm. Get her a little bit bigger and play Storm in the X-Men.
Okay, I can see that.
And that would look good.
Yeah, as soon as she
Yeah.
punched that guy in the face, I was like, that's Storm.
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Yep.
And we need Hilary Duff as Rogue.
Oh, don't get my nerd juices flowing. I could talk
Oh,
about
you
this.
don't say the other one. Anyway, so
What other one?
I liked it. I will definitely watch it again. I will definitely encourage people to watch it.
Mhm.
If I don't know their mental history or feel that they are steady, I will give them a little trigger warning. It's a little rough,
Yeah,
but
It's a little rough, but it's good.
it's good.
I mean, I'm not playing that. Like, if we had a women's shelter or something and we were watching something, we're not gonna watch it.
Why?
I ain't gonna watch it with them ladies. They come in there. What if something had happened to them? They just got ran up on and knocked out or something.
You give that warning and let them make the decision to watch it or not.
Yeah, but that's the
That
thing.
Yeah,
this
you
could
just
be the
give a
movie
warning.
that turns someone's life around and says, "Let me not get this bad. Let me ask for the help that I need."
Or it could be a role reversal, or it could just be they might put themselves in that role.
Right?
That's one thing that you always have to be guarded with media like this. But I will say this overall, this movie is a Netflix classic. It's something if you just get a membership, or if you're using your cousin's password getting in a different location in another state.
Well, we know that's not what people are doing. People are traveling. So when they travel, it gives you that option to say, "I'm traveling." So just do it correctly and you won't have any issues.
Yeah, or if your sister-in-law's watching.
We don't talk about those things online when it is public information.
Okay.
Everybody does everything correctly.
Okay, yeah.
Because we really do travel for work, and we found that out that there's a button that says "I am traveling."
Can I before we quit, can I ask a serious question to JR on the podcast?
Okay, go
As
ahead.
long as he doesn't continue to talk for 20 minutes after your question.
Have you ever been tested to be like if you're on the spectrum or not?
Bro, I'm not autistic.
I'm not saying you're autistic.
My son's
but you're-
autistic.
Yes. Okay.
But I'm
But do you have ADHD?
Nah, bro.
Bullshit.
What you mean, bro? I talk about we go on to something
Bullshit.
else.
That is
with a
bull.
capital B,
That's bull.
because Stacy is your mediator, just like she's my mediator. I don't know when to shut up.
So I have to calm. You have to calm down.
She's my Stacy to my JR. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, go
If
ahead.
we got any professionals out there that would like to give their opinion on JR's ADD, ADHD symptoms,
Yeah.
hit us in the Gmail.
Man, I'm not taking
The
any.
Gmail. It is sparrowsunderreview@gmail.com. And at this time, we would like to thank everybody for tuning in, hanging in with us, and enjoying this second episode of Straw, which is on Netflix. So make sure you go on and watch it. After you watch it, head on over to Facebook and TikTok and give us a follow. Also, if you don't mind, give us a like and a comment down below so that way we can get our algorithm back up. And I think JR wants to say one more thing before we end this live.
And one thing that I do as a shameless plug, you guys got to talk about your show one last time to end this show.
Well, I mean, it's the greatest professional wrestling podcast on the planet. Nobody's touching it. I mean, like, you have me. That's all you need is you just need to see me on the cover art, and it's just sold.
So
right
give us
there.
the title one more time and where you would prefer people watch it at or listen.
So it's Main Event Mafia podcast. You can watch it on. I would prefer you guys to watch it on YouTube because I kind of want to make a difference. Where I kind of like you do an audio only. I kind of want to put the audio only on Spotify and put the video up on YouTube, just so we can differentiate and make people flock over to the YouTube more.
Gotcha.
If they want video. And it's really fun. I really enjoy it. And I love it. Every week is my favorite part of my week.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us today.
No problem.